And you know, it looks like the weirdest option every time, but it's probably the proper option for the two players.
It is, and you know, when you say that, you know, like, oh, we play each other all the time, that means different things for different players in different scenarios. These are grand finalists on the regular, so we play each other all the time, and I'm trying so hard to figure you out and beat you. So their games weren't completely evolved at this point.
They have to, yeah, they have to keep stepping it up no matter what. There's so much elevation from these two players, and they have leveled up so much as I've seen them play since Street Fighter V came out.
These are the villains, and they have a lot of
disgusting villains.
Disgusting villains. A lot of respect for each other from both players. Definitely both two players who just show up and throw down.
Yeah. So I feel like it'll start out a little slow, but then it'll just pick up immediately.
They know where this matchup starts in neutral. You can already tell that Fierce is everything in that range. Zangief has to work his way in really honestly.
Yeah. And nice from JLMN. You see the dash. He got the jump. Just got under it, but DrDannyPham finally finding his way in.
Right. And Lariat is damage and corner push, but not too much more.
Yeah.
Outside of a hard.
Yeah, you can't backdash. There.
Here comes Oki though. Zangief. EXSPD.
Oh, nice hit check.
Right?
Very smart. That's one of those things where you go, why would he press buttons there? It's so scary. Look at the white life though. Oh my goodness.
No fear. No fear. Danny definitely not afraid of white life. Although
that was like a 100 damage sweep. That slide was like 150 damage.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Okay, V-trigger on deck too. Yeah, that was supposed to be a head stomp, it looks like.
Zangief going for a walk.
I mean, he's got out the corner. You know, he just hit up the part, plus frames again, and DrDannyPham staying close.
I mean, when you have no life, who cares about white life? Just flexes a hit.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, okay, maybe I can get V-trigger back and make it happen.
Yeah, you build some V-trigger. Maybe make Bison think twice about that, and make him just think about the flex.
Oh
my god, the range.
Look at that. Get the setup there, but he misses his dash forward possibly. Nice. Yeah, the V-skill directly into the SPD sled. Oh, it looked like a medium.
Too soon? Got the...
Oh man, nice attack.
So that was almost definitely in range, just a little bit too soon on the EXSPD. Life lead Zangief.
There it is again. Yeah. See, the thing is, Psycho Axe is a very difficult to use move in this matchup because of that V skill. One more opportunity, and the jump short.
Wow, I feel like any other jump in, that dash forward works out really well for JLMN.
I believe that was probably JLMN's thought as well, to be honest with you. And then, you know, DrDannyPham on the 5th level of Yomi probably read it.
That hitbox to 6
see what I mean? 5th level of Yomi. He's read each backdash so far. He's only used standing heavy kick twice, and they both hit.
Couldn't find the finish though. The stun bar going down for Bison through a corner throw. Pressure, counter hit.
I like that he's keeping his pressure nice and slow too, because you know he's not being too committal, but he's also trying to see what DrDannyPham does. And yeah, see there it is. He tried to whiff punish. It was a little late, but he had the proper idea.
Right. I mean, he just got one prior to that, so you can see how safe and how proper JLMN's spacing is in this matchup. Danny can't really push buttons, and he knows it. He has to march him to the corner. Yeah, but slow and steady. And every hit is suspect.
He's getting pushed to the corner is the issue here. A little difficult to anti-air, and wow, the armor hadn't activated just yet. Yeah, V-trigger activation from DrDannyPham. So now it's going to be really difficult for JLMN to do anything half screen. Especially that fireball. Yeah. He just wanted to get, he wanted to get him to use the V-trigger is what that was right there.
V-trigger running out for Zangief. Last ditch effort. Not going to happen. Head stomp connects.
Oh, the heads. He had a very high hit ratio on those head stomps.
Yes.
Excellent placement from
And I think that it's just so much more of a problem than what we saw earlier with Jibril and Vega, who has so many movement options to kind of navigate around that move, right? Zangief is just a slow marching tank.
Yeah.
He kind of has to hold the EX head stomp. So like that success rate, we're really going to see because Zangief doesn't have a lot of answers to it.
Yeah, you can see how well JLMN is like understanding this matchup too, because he's taking it very, very slow, which is different than we saw earlier, but DrDannyPham answering back immediately.
Again though, Lariat, not much follow-up. Got a little bit of a side switch. Oh, tried to headbutt through that.
Okay, yeah, like I said, Psycho Axe, a very difficult move to use in this matchup due to the fact that he has that V skill.
Yeah, it's one of the rare matchups where you're going to see Bison use that stand fierce as we've seen a lot more than the Psycho Axe.
Yes. Oh yeah, he has to be trigger cancel that. That was incredibly negative. The running bear. Okay, so the animation of the running bear grab actually rocked Zangief back. So when he did the forward dash,
Oh
it
God.
remains on the other side.
That was ridiculous.
I feel like Danny did that on purpose.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that was
the timing of that after having the V-trigger activation and Bison putting himself in the corner. He knew he wanted to dash back out and get to the other side. And if he had jumped and tried to get to the other side, then he was just going to run underneath with the bear grab anyways.
This could be the exact momentum that DrDannyPham needs. Look at how offensive he became directly after that too.
Oh, the hard read doesn't pay off. Spends a bar on it too, but that's Danny's style, you know.
They're just trying to get the meaty setup here. Yeah, JLMN, like I said, he's going to take it kind of slow in this situation. There's no reason to push it too hard. But, okay, yeah. That's not real.
Back throw. Corner Oki now for Zangief.
Oh, nice. Good hit check again from JLMN. Okay, stays patient. Yeah, he waits out that V-trigger. Very smart. But DrDannyPham chasing him down. That is death.
Yep, that is dead Bison. He's going to start the next round with like 200 health missing.
Yeah.
Really great patience and offense from Zangief, which is just what's necessary in this matchup. We saw the hard read miss, but that's okay. Like Danny just knows. He's going to throw those out there and try to ride. If it connects, he's going to try to ride on what he feels.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, he's like, all right, it's fine. Back to business.
Well, I mean, he can do that because, you know, Zangief has the health as the resource. He's got the most health. He can take a few hits. He's a big boy. He eats his Wheaties in the morning.
First hit to Zangief has the life lead in neutral, which I feel is pretty big, but and it's interesting to see how Danny plays with it. He kind of goes a little bit more aggressive, expecting JLMN to feel like he has to commit more.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one of those scary things where, like, Zangief has the life lead. He can just kind of push me to do things. So, JLMN making that offense happen regardless, though. Look at the throws. We got loops. Oh, back dash.
And that's a matchup understanding as well. Like, not really pressing the issue despite having the corner. It's more about keeping this bear in the corner.
Oh my goodness! His head stomps are amazing.
He's literally in your head. 2 moves deep.
DrDannyPham, though, is not someone to get flustered from what I've noticed. Wow, yeah, see, that's one of the things about head stomp. It is, oh no, that's incredibly negative, yeah.
Great Oki setup off the EX SPD.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Headbutt possibly next, or heavy kick. No jab.
Oh, great reaction with the button to see that roundhouse whip. That was going to be an SPD if he didn't react fast enough.
Yeah, using those pierces, he's trying to get back into that game plan that got him the win earlier. And yeah, so right there, DrDannyPham was looking for the air-to-air because the jump was so high.
So generally, he's buffering and pushes kick instead in the air if Bison's not up there. So he just kind of a little bit of nerves there because he's just been sick and still hits punch even though there was no jump.
Yeah, it's the XSPD, so they're taking Yogi right into damage. DrDannyPham, see? Keeps that composure.
Yeah. And I feel like there's only so many times he's going to miss those air SPDs. That's just patented, and he will find a way to make it land, right? He's going to find the moment, and we'll see when and where that is. Oh, right here.
He's 3 for 4 on those standing heavy kick back dash. Okay, 3 for 5 now, but I jinxed it. Oh, nice job.
A brick flare.
I like the pressure from Danny. He's very non-committal when he does that. Yeah, that lariat, fine, man. You can hit me with that EX. Oh, but this is a lot better for JLMN.
Slide in.
Okay, he's gonna wait it out. Oh no, I thought he was gonna wait till he's still out. This is good for Danny.
So good.
It's
so
such
good.
a scary
the momentum
situation.
right now. 2-1 DrDannyPham, like.
Yeah,
hanging out.
Yeah, Danny showed that he wasn't gonna let backdash fly, you know, most of the time. So JLMN was a little scared to either jump or backdash because of that heavy kick. So that's why it's just such a difficult situation. Is you have that rock paper scissors game going on, and Zangief is at advantage in that rock paper scissors game.
That's everything about Zangief in a nutshell. The Oki is so strong if he finds that command throw.
Yes.
And that's why Danny's so willing to go to those air SPDs, those hard reads, because all it takes is one.
Yes.
Lariat, not a big deal. That roundhouse, though, that's the one hit that's important because it goes right back into the SPD.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time to compose himself by going into character select. Just hold on. So, yeah. One of the things JLMN's probably going to have to do is he's probably just going to have to, you know, kind of go back to that slow game that he was in the first time. You know, maybe conserve a little bit more meter for the head stomps like he was doing previously. Get the plus frame, because that was helping him a lot in the first game. Whereas like DrDannyPham, he's like, okay, I could just kind of walk forward, hold down back, you know, the typical ZAN game plan, and it's starting to work out for him. Using that AEX Mater, so let's see how it works. Jump in, a lot harder for him to deal with, but yeah, that's a punish from JLMN. Yeah, just trying to make a pose, no SPD off of the fears, but that's okay for Danny, because he's still got that life. Backdash just barely not getting hit by that. Trying to read the jump out, not getting in. Oh, nice on the EX there. The backdash just barely dodging against the EX SPD. That is time for the Oki. Yeah, backdash is out. He's not soul worried. I like that JLMN has remained composed and not get too afraid of the situations, but DrDannyPham running the train. Kyle Driver City. And so he is now on set point against JLMN. He gets the big crush counter. Oh no, though. Catches another SPD. Half stun bar. Okay, he doesn't bite, but on another one. Wow, he even tried something there because the reversal window came up in another one.
Oh my god,
DrDannyPham. Get in just a little bit of meter. He's going to get the SPD.
That's going to be it. They both knew. They were doing the handshake way before. JLMN falling out at losers quarterfinals. DrDannyPham moving on, staying alive. Always one to feel really comfortable in the loser side of the bracket. He says that often, even though a lot of